Imagine a chilling wind that sweeps across a deserted street on a moonless night. The world is silent, save for the faint rustling of leaves dancing to the music of the breeze. Loneliness pervades the air, as if the city itself has been abandoned. The only testament to life is the occasional flicker of a streetlight, struggling against the overwhelming darkness. Suddenly, the silence is broken. The slow, rhythmic tap of footsteps begins to echo through the desolate cityscape. Each step grows louder, its resonance a stark contrast to the quietude that came before. From the depths of the shadows, a figure emerges. A man, cloaked in a black coat, his facial features hidden beneath the shadow of his hat. An enigma, his presence is as unsettling as it is intriguing. Who is this man? What secrets does he carry beneath his black coat? His journey is solitary, his destination unknown. He walks alone, his footsteps the only sound piercing the eerie silence. Suddenly, a chilling sensation of being watched creeps over you. It's the kind of feeling that makes your skin crawl, the kind that makes the hairs on the back of your neck stand at attention like soldiers preparing for battle. It's as if unseen eyes, cold and calculating, are boring into your back, observing your every move. Our man in the black coat continues his walk, seemingly oblivious to the silent observer. He strides with purpose, the rhythm of his steps echoing in the empty street. But there's more than just the rhythm of footsteps here. There's a melody of suspense, a tune of impending danger that grows louder with each passing second. The streetlights cast long, foreboding shadows that dance and flicker with a life of their own. The wind picks up, whispering tales of dread through the rustling leaves. The city, once bustling with life, now seems deserted, as if every living soul has retreated, leaving behind a stage set for a chilling performance. The man quickens his pace, his coat billowing behind him like a dark spectre. His heart races, pounding in his chest like a frantic drummer. He doesn't dare look back, for fear might slow him down. Fear, after all, is a powerful emotion, one that can paralyze even the bravest of souls. Yet the feeling of being pursued only intensifies. It's as if the observer has morphed into a predator, stealthy and relentless. The chase is on, the game is afoot. But who is the predator and who is the prey? It's a question that hangs in the air, thick with anticipation. The man in the black coat, once just an observer, now finds himself in a role he hadn't anticipated. He's no longer just a bystander, he's become a part of this terrifying narrative. He's become the hunted in a game he didn't ask to play. The tension is palpable, the suspense unbearable. You can almost hear the ominous tick-tock of an invisible clock, counting down the seconds. You dare not breathe as the hunter becomes the hunted. With a heart pounding like a drum, the chase begins. Imagine the cold, stinging air biting at your face as you run, your breath hitching in your chest as fear fuels your flight. The man in the black coat, once a figure of mystery, now a prey in a high-stakes game of cat and mouse. He darts through the labyrinthine city streets, a shadow among shadows. The cobbled stones echo his frantic steps, a chilling symphony of pursuit. Every corner turned, every alley navigated is a potential trap, a possible end. But with survival as his driving force, he presses on. His pursuer, relentless and unseen, is always one step behind. A spectre in the darkness, a whisper in the wind. The chase is a dance, a dangerous ballet choreographed by fear and desperation. With each step, the man in the black coat feels the phantom presence closing in, an ominous sensation that sends chills down his spine. The city, once familiar, morphs into an eerie maze, each turn a gamble, each decision a matter of life and death. His heart is a ticking time bomb in his chest, each beat echoing the dwindling seconds of his freedom. He can almost hear the sinister laughter of his pursuer, feel the cold anticipation in the air. The man in the black coat knows that every breath he takes could be his last. Every step he makes might lead him to his doom, but he is not yet defeated. In the face of terror, the man in the black coat finds a surge of determination. He will not go down without a fight. His resolve hardens, his pace quickens. He becomes a blur in the night, a fleeting silhouette against the moonlit cityscape. And then, like a ghost, he vanishes. The echoing footsteps cease. The chilling symphony fades into silence. The man in the black coat disappears into the inky darkness, leaving behind only the cold dread of his pursuer. But the end is not yet in sight. The man in the black coat vanishes into the darkness, but the chase is far from over. What lurks in the shadows is more terrifying than anything you can imagine. Imagine, if you will, the very embodiment of fear. It is not the man in the black coat, though he is a part of this tale. No, the true terror remains unseen, hidden in the shroud of darkness, waiting. Its presence is felt rather than seen, a chilling whisper in the wind, a sudden drop in temperature, a feeling of dread that sinks into your bones. The man in the black coat is trapped, cornered. His heart pounds in his chest like a war drum, echoing the rhythm of his impending doom. His breaths come in ragged gasps, each one a desperate plea for survival. The air around him thickens, charged with impending doom. His pursuer is closing in, an unseen terror that freezes his blood and sends shivers down his spine. As the unseen terror draws near, the man in the black coat makes a desperate move. In the face of fear, the man in the black coat takes a leap of faith. A shroud of silence befalls the scene, as his foot leaves the solid ground, launching himself into the unknown. His heart beats like a drum, echoing in the abyss of uncertainty. The chill of the night air cuts through him, a stark reminder of the perilous situation he finds himself in. Every second feels like an eternity as he descends, his fate hanging in the balance. A quiet prayer escapes his lips, swallowed by the ominous silence. The anticipation is palpable, a tangible dread that claws at your senses, leaving you yearning for resolution. The man's courage is commendable, his determination admirable. But is it enough to brave the terror that lurks in the shadows? The tension builds, the suspense reaches its peak, and yet the resolution remains elusive. As he plunges into the darkness, his fate remains unknown. Until next time.